Hello, Varikama here of Varikaba Mystics, and we are here today to do the daily PowRa for the 29th of the 7th, 2018. And this day is ruled by the planetary body archetype that is commonly known as the sun, but anciently known as the soul, as it represents the soul that we all emanate from. So, today's Soul Day, baby. Soul Day. Sunday. The color resonating is orange and white. The aromatherapy is frankincense. And the mineral therapy is gold. Okay. Sunday is the start of the week. It is governed by that one energy of initiation, newness, beginnings, determination, drive, force, chi, willpower, purpose, growth, learning, creativity, joy. So I ran from the one energy into the color therapy and all the rest of it. To Barbie, I'm looking at my poster here. This one that we have. And by the way, these are available for you in different sizes at uprightroot@gmail.com, and you can have a look at some of the sizes on the Twitter page. Now I'm afraid no, I haven't got a website, and also the Facebook page. Websites are coming. Okay, I'm working on something quite grandiose with my website, so I have to give it a minute before I can present it to the world. But yeah, these are available. 4x6 sizes. They're framed posters and memes. You know, posters with information, fact files. I also have, and yeah, empowering, motivation, inspiring memes available to ya. So today's 29th. It is an 11 vibration. We're also in an 11 vibrating year. So for 365 days, we're vibrating on this 11 energy. And today's amplify that times 2. Okay, times 3 really, because the 7 and 11 goes well in hand together. It's synonymous. They go. Why? Because they talk about the intangible, the powers in the intangible, the wisdom, the divinity in the intangible that creates the tangible. And it being a soul day, it's all about that initiation, that inner standing. And we just come off of the integration, the 10 vibration. And on this 11 vibration, we're anchoring that divinely. We're still on the early stages of the lunar eclipse. Remember, these eclipses have effects for at least 6 months, if not more. And most of the time, they are actually life changers. Whatever's happening in your life right now, it is divinely guided. It is meant to be for your highest good. Again, the 11th vibration looks at divine guidance, angelic guidance, supreme guidance. Also looking at supreme divine angelic relationships. For love and business. Yeah, I had to think about that for a minute because I've been missing those two. Well, anyways. And again, then the seven energy is all about going within to get the innate wisdom, doing the reflective, introspective work. And I've got a message recently that, yeah, what does that look like? You're going inside to look within, because sometimes we have stinking thinking, right? We think thinking. So we got to check that we're not highlighting that. And this is where prayer and meditation comes in. Once you're checking yourself, once you're taking the time to ask yourself the questions, is this conducive to me and whatever else? And you're listening to yourself, and you realize, you can see that, okay, this thought that I'm having, right, even I asked this question, I'm having this next thought, and this thought is not really answering my question, but instead it's actually breeding more confusion. There you realize, okay, I'm thinking stinking. So then you deal with the prayer and meditation. You ask your guidance, help me to clear my mind, help me to be clear, help me to release confusion. You write an affirmation, I am clear of thought, mind, and deed. I release confusion. How about you write it down in the 7th month? It's all about writing. Very good for you writers, you orators, people that want to speak and want to speak more clearly, that want to write books, novels, whatever. Write I want to say a defamation almost. If you want to release something, write a defamation. If you want to draw something in, bring something in, you write an affirmation. That makes sense. If you write something that is defaming something, so you're de-affirming that you are confused, burn that. This is something that I do personally, because there's a commonly used ritual where you just burn things for good or bad. But for me, it doesn't sit right. I think if I want to release something, I'll burn it. But if I want to keep something, I'll write it out, but keep it. Okay. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so maybe that's not so good. But if you can, keep it, and how do we discard of it thereafter? Because you do eventually, once you're clearing up, once you've been able to receive whatever you put in your affirmation physically on, then you're good. You don't have to keep that no more. But I've actually leaned on stop. But I haven't written much. I used to be a big writer, big note taker. Everything was just notes everywhere. And now working more on just working my body, using my body as the tool for everything. Other than the cards, I use the cards often. This is probably the most I use outside of myself now, because even with the candle magic, which is one of my favorite tools, I don't use it so much. I use I visualize the candle. But anyways, prayer and meditation, writing rituals, intentions, use your intentions, affirmations, defamations. These are the ways you do the checks and balances when you're doing your introspective work. Remember to, as much as you want to be your own best critic, you have to be your biggest fan at the same time when you're doing this introspective work. Check yourself before anybody else feels the need to. So for today's message, we have here Archangel Gabriel and light. And Archangel Gabriel's affirmation is, I am pure and light. And it means you are blessed to receive this Archangel card. And your guidance is to invoke Archangel Gabriel, who works on the white ray for grace and purification. It is time to release old memories, ingrained habits, and mental patterns which lower your vibrations. Archangel Gabriel will bring order and discipline into your life so that everything runs smoothly. You can also call on him to bring you clarity and joy. You are reminded that you are a beautiful, light, and wise spirit, and that only the material mantle disguises your true self. So envision yourself surrounded by pure white light. Let your pure spirit emerge and fly. And then we have light. The affirmation is I am light. And it says light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. Ask the angels to fill you with more light, for it contains spiritual information and knowledge. These are keys to the universe and bring love and peace, as well as unlocking the wisdom within you. As your light becomes stronger and clearer, you will find clarity and purpose. You will radiate brightly and become a beacon, reminding others of divine help available. Angel wisdom suggests you ask the angels to ignite and strengthen the divine flame within you. Yes, you are light. And remember that any low vibrations that you have, you can clear up. Once you realize that is pulling you down, make the changes you need to. So you can go ahead underneath the deck and seize the opportunities that are ready for you, and affirm that you are ready. I am ready for all opportunities. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to follow the currents that come our way. During this, the angel card suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it is up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can of course make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably be opened to you. So you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door which was previously locked has now been opened a crack. Quieten your mind and ask the angels to help you. Universe is always conspiring for you towards your highest good. Okay, always wants you to succeed, always wants you to win, but is there to give you some lessons so you can get those lessons. Because sometimes you need to work a little bit to really fully appreciate it. Sometimes if you are in pure heart, mind, state on a regular day, you don't have to, but I'm not digging anything, because we'll go ups and downs, lefts and rights, but hey, remember to stay in alignment and you'll be okay. This is 57, 12, 3 energy. My true success is measured by my alignment. And this card talks about the most successes come to you when you're in your alignment with your highest self, with your highest good, with your soul's knowing, your soul's purpose. Keeping a balance, knowing the yin and the yang. Again, coming off the integration day yesterday, reminding yourself of everything that happened that day, like how did you move? Reminding yourself that yes, it was an integration day, because sometimes we get the message and then during the day, as I say, the hustle and bustle gets in the way. But as long as you can check it, take a minute to check it, subconsciously you would have made some decisions to do things differently the next time. Reminding yourself always as we move, using our receptive side and our, what's the opposite of receptive? Receptive, receptive, empty mind. That's not true, but I've got deception on deck here for the romance angels. We'll explain about that. It's not that deep. It's more about you deceiving yourself. But okay, so the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine and the masculine, the dark and the light, the receptive, and then the forthright. I know that's not the polar opposite of that word, but it's the polar opposite of that energy, being receptive, like drawing in, and being forthright, drawing out, Okay, so that's what that's saying. Your most successes will always come out of you being in the highest alignment, in the alignment of your highest vibration. the highest truth, your soul's knowing, soul's purpose. And then we have 44, which is the 8, talking about your power, baby. And the 4th, I think, determine the relationship I attract. Think high vibrations of the things around you. Because, you know, we also manifest, like sometimes we manifest other people to coincide with the negative thoughts that we're thinking, or to display those things that we're dreading. Because remember, we're co-creators of our reality. We manifest shit like crazy right now as well. So be aware of your thoughts. Check them truly. And this going within is not just going within to check all the good stuff and all the things that you want and really all of that. It's check all the stuff that's not so good and all the things that you know is plaguing you. Of course, we're in the season of Cancer right now. We're in Capricorn moon right now. And the South Node is in that same mood. So we're having to check how we're moving towards love and life dynamic. Love, life, and play dynamic. Wait, there we go. How we are moving in our in our work and family dynamics. How we are moving in our towards our ambitions. And how we are building our career. Okay. Needing to reflect on these things so we can bring about the most divine relations, partnerships, you know, and complete the mundane relationships, the karmic relationships. And remember, karma is just lessons, the ones that, you know, this is what this 7 month is about. That's why we have it for 31 days to help us do all these things and take time with it. And all have 31 days for everything else. The free 30 days are creative months, and as in building and bringing up about a new, creating new, and then the 31 months are about you again creating, but recreating almost. So clearing the old, starting new, and looking at the 9 again, symbolizing that completion, clearing out the old to bring in the new. And this is all clearing out the old way of thinking, of dealing in relationships, communicating in them, to bring about this new divine relationships, this new way of being, this real true love and true progressive partnerships. Underneath the deck for the vortex messages, we have number 30. Our varied behaviors adds to the planet's well-being. Okay, and it reads, when you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance, the well-being of the planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior, and will not unless you give your attention to it, you become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. Yes, man, we have to let people do what they do. It doesn't have to affect you. We need diversity. That's why it's important for us always to be and move from your highest unique self. Remember, think high vibrational people, and the high vibrational things will come to you. Think high vibrational full stop, people, places, things, situations, and all of that will come closer to you rather than the old mundane way of looking at things. We're moving into higher vibrational times. Let's start doing the work. Tarot message today, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, and the Empress. And the message is very clear to me. I got we need to start, or we need to cultivate the need to balance. We need to balance the need to work outside of ourselves with others to bring about our abundance. We need to balance the need to work with others to bring about our abundance. Okay? Abundance in love, in work, family. Balance the give and take. Don't allow people to take too much and don't give too much. Make sure you have enough for yourself before you give to others. Make sure you know how to build certain things before you ask of others. Teach yourself how to build whatever it is that you need to build. Perishing. I reconnected there. Maybe I wasn't the one you were supposed to hear. But I was saying that the whole, I'm just here for the kids. Knowing full well that you're forsaking the kids because you're not happy in the relationship. That trying to ride or die for the kids, but the kids are suffering, perishing. Okay? A lot of perishing paradigms coming through. And this is one that we are being asked to check. We need to look outside of self, look to others all the time, to realize who you are, to realize your abundance, to realize that